Hello, guys. It's Stephanie from the Leapsters. I'm going live tonight just to talk about Christmas and what you did, what you didn't do, what you got, what you wish you got. Hello. I'm gonna see what's going on or see who's coming in. What's up, T Games? How are you tonight? See if we can get a couple of people in. How was your Christmas? Hey, Mishan Peters. Hey, Shavala. Hello, 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 hello. Gonna talk about Christmas. Did you do anything special? Did you do the same things? Happy holidays. Wish I had some weight loss. Me too. I had so many big plans, so many goals for my birthday, which was in November, and birthday's gone. So I did not want to do a whole New Year's resolution. I wanted to do something before that because it seems like you are pumped up for that first month and then it fizzles out. So I wanted to already be pumped up before the New Year's resolution. But Christmas in the Leapsters house, the Ladner's house, it was pretty chill. It was not a typical Christmas. The weather, it was 61 degrees. I wasn't visiting anyone. I was at home. So the boys slept in. With my boys getting older, I think Christmas is the excitement is starting to die down. So I had to wake them up. Me and my husband, we slept in. It was like 8 o'clock. I got up, started cooking breakfast, and still I was like, okay, I'm making this bacon. I'm making this sausage. That's going to wake them up. No, did not wake them up. I made some calls. I was loud. Did not wake them. That didn't wake them up. I had to literally go up there and say, Merry Christmas. It's Christmas. I was like, So it definitely, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was because it was the middle of the week. I don't know what it was this year, but it was a little bit drab. Hey, Aaliyah, how are you? Did you have a good Christmas? Let me know how everybody's Christmas was. What did y'all do besides tea game? She said she wished she had a little weight loss. But the boys, they got some pretty cool gifts. We got a trampoline for Jaden. Finally got that trampoline for him. He had one before, but with our move, we got rid of that one. It was pretty old anyway, so we got him a new one. Shoes, of course, clothes, always. My oldest one, he had been complaining about his coat, so we went and got him a coat. A pretty nice one, too. It's a Levi coat. Also, with Jaden, he's all into his games, so we got him a gaming chair. We got him a VR, too. I'm good. We went over to a friend's house for some food. Ooh, sounds good. Hey, Sewing Seaward family, how are you? We're talking about Christmas, asking everyone how their Christmas was. We survived it. I think I'm always like, whew, we put all these decorations up and then you just look at it and you stare at it for a couple of days and you're like, what was I thinking putting all this stuff up? Of course, I'm in my husband's, whatever, this man cave, so he doesn't have too many decorations. He has a little tree up, but I just went crazy downstairs. Already, you took all your stuff down already. I envy you. It's probably going to be well after New Year's before I get to this. Oh, you went to a coworker's house. What did they have, Terry? I stayed home and I made brunch this year. Usually I'm making turkey and stuffing, but I did a big brunch. I had hash brown casserole, sausage, bacon, waffles. We had biscuits, grits, eggs, fruit, and then I had, of course, juice. Had 2 different types of juices. But we were so full from brunch, breakfast, lunch, that even by the time dinner came, we still continued to eat off of that. I took off keto and did a big breakfast as well. Yeah, Breakfast, that sound. I really enjoyed the brunch. I said if I would have had ladies over or a family over, I would have probably incorporated some wine. Then made fried chicken. That was great. Chicken and waffles could have went really well with your brunch. That would have been good. Chicken and waffles. I should have made that with my waffles. That would have been good. But my boys, I can see how I was just saying how I had to pull them out of bed. They were, and I didn't even wrap gifts this year. I had went to one of the stores that was doing wrapping as donations, so I got like 3 presents wrapped. After that, and I kept saying I'm going to take the rest and get them wrapped. I didn't even get them wrapped. I was like, I'm tired. I'm working all day. Nope. So I took the ones that were wrapped and I put them in whoever pallet was, whether it was Jaden or KJ's, and then I put all their other stuff and I folded it nice and neat on there on top of each other. And when they came down, they was just as excited as if it was wrapped. So I was really, Gloria, Merry Christmas. How are you? No, I didn't make it to my mom and dad this year. I think everybody was in that mood of not wanting to wrap. A lot of my coworkers, we were saying the same thing. I was like, I haven't even had anything wrapped. One person said they didn't even have a tree up. They didn't even put a tree up. They had their gifts, but they didn't even do too much decorating. I don't know what it was about this year. I don't know what it was. But every time I said I was going to do something, the only thing I did was get my decoration out. I did do the decoration, but that was all that I was going to do. And I was worried about them, when they saw their gifts not wrapped, how they would feel. But, Terry was saying like everybody. I don't know if she was telling everybody to like or if she was telling everybody to like this video. But I like everybody. Aaliyah, Terry, Mishan, Shavala, Sewing Seaward family. I'm just calling everybody out. Miss Gloria Toomer, thank y'all all for coming and hanging out with me for a little bit. So tell me how yes, thank you, Sewing Seaward. So tell me a little bit about y'all Christmas. I see some people didn't put up trees. Terry, I know you said you didn't put up a tree. Some people, thank you so much, Sewing Seaward. Thank you for that. And congrats to you as well. I've been catching some of your live. I hadn't caught the last couple ones, but when I see that you're live, I try to get on and because your talks are so great. I love when you're talking, especially your spiritual chats. I love that. But I just been working so much now, and as soon as I come home, all I want to do is just look at the wall and just I'm just exhausted. Even though my boys are on a break, I feel like I'm still not getting any type of time to myself. I'm not getting any type of just breaks to myself. That's why I'm kind of glad that Christmas is over and I could just start fresh with this new year coming. Tired and broke, but also blessed and so overall good. Well, good. I'm glad I think we're all broke. I think one of the boys asked me because they go to a what is it called? An after school care on post. Well, they used to, and now that we moved, they don't go there anymore. And so every so often I tell them for Christmas break, I'm gonna let you go there, or for summer break, but it goes by your income and it can be pretty pricey. I don't know why they think we're making money like that for them to charge those prices, but for Christmas, my son said, I thought we was going to daycare. I thought we was gonna, because they do a lot of things with them. I don't know, with Christmas and the bills, I can't afford to put you in for break. He's like, but you promised. I said, I'm sorry. Sometimes I gotta break those promises, but you're not gonna be able to make it this one, but I'll try to get them in either spring break or some for summer. But they're getting older. They're getting older and be able to take care of themselves. So I'm looking forward of not having to pay a daycare bill or after school program bill. I think I have one, my youngest one. He still goes to a before and after. And next year, I think I'm cutting that off. My husband told me this year he think he would have been okay getting on the bus and getting off. But the only thing I don't like about that, we all would leave the house. Like I leave the house at, what time do I leave the house? Like 5:50. My other son, hey Bubba's, how you doing? Happy holidays. He leaves the house around 6:30, so he leaves a little bit after me. My husband, me and him, usually we're leaving around the same time, but then that would leave my 10-year-old at home by herself because the bus doesn't come until like 8 something. And I'm like, no, what if you fall asleep? I just don't, that's just too much time. And then you're having to get up by yourself, get dressed. I know we did that when we were younger, but it's a different world. So next year he'll be in the 5th grade. It'll still be the same schedule. I'm still thinking if I'm gonna do it or not. When he get in 6th grade, then he'll have the same schedule as everybody. So I don't know. I'm still up in air about that as far as letting him stay home by himself. Don't know about that yet. But that's pretty much it. What we did for Christmas after I made breakfast. Excuse me. After I made breakfast, me and my husband, Jaden. Excuse me, y'all. Our throat is getting dry. Can you give me some water, please? After I made breakfast, we kind of just chilled out, laid on the recliner, and watched TV. At least the TV was watching us. But that was, the boys were in and out playing on the trampoline. Their friends they were running, I guess, from house to house, figuring out or playing with their toys, and they're coming to play with our toys or whatever, playing basketball, things like that. So thank you, Bubba's. Happy holidays to you. How was your holiday? How was your Christmas? Did you get some good things or... And like me and also, I didn't go into that. Me and my husband, I think I said, I don't know if I said it or not, we don't really give gifts to each other. We kind of focus on the kids and ask them what they want and get them some things that they need. And then after Christmas, we kind of splurge on ourselves. Usually if it's with tax money or just, during February when things have calmed down from buying all the gifts and you're back in the groove of, having your money to yourself. That's when we usually splurge ourselves, or we, what's it called, spoil ourselves. That's when we do it. So, I don't know what happened. My throat got dry. Maybe I'm talking too much. So who's out here? Who's out there? What's going on in your lives? How's everybody been doing? Any New Year's resolutions? Oh, you saw Mama and Papa Frog. Yeah, I talked to him that morning, and seemed like my mom, she cooked a lot yesterday, a lot of food yesterday. I was like, I'm not doing it. I just want to unwrap presents, clean up the mess, eat, and then lay down, and because I had to work today. It wasn't like I was off. I was off on Tuesday, off on Wednesday, and then I had to get up and work. So I wasn't trying to do too much, but just get ready for today. And even today was kind of off. It wasn't that many people there. So even though it was only a couple of people at work, it still was busy. Hi, Kanisha McKinney. How are you? Happy holidays to you. Yes. Have an upcoming seafood mukbang. Look out. Yes. I need to try one of these seafood mukbangs. I had the pleasure of trying that sauce, that B-Love sauce at T Game's house, at Terry's house. And I don't even like seafood like that, but that sauce is delicious. I think I like the sauce more than anything. That sauce is great. Has anybody else, anybody has any New Year's resolutions beside the obvious one? I'm gonna lose weight. Of course, I need to lose weight. I've already talked about it in my last check-in, and I'm doing the 30-minute workout. So yes, I'm definitely going to be keeping that. But like I said, I didn't want to do a New Year's resolution as soon as January 1st hit and then be burned out in 30 days. I wanted to, already have that in the works. I wanted to already start that. Here's my son with my water. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was like he purposely walked back. Thank you, Jaden. So let me know what y'all did or what your New Year's resolution is. Um, you're talking about seafood bowls. Are you doing a seafood bowl, Terry? Maybe for New Year's, maybe one live. What do you plan on doing with it? I don't know if there's a lag. And this weather, this is just not, I'm so used to it being freezing cold. It was 61 degrees in Tennessee. And the boys enjoyed being outside. It was out in the heat. I actually had to turn my heat off. I was really seriously thinking about turning on the air. I was like, well, I don't want to do that though. Not just yet, because I know I would wake up freezing. So I didn't want to do anything that was outside of the norm as far as keeping the heat on, but it got a little hot. You want to see if this thing works? Did it work? I don't know what you're doing. So what did Aaliyah, if you're still out there, what did you get? Oh, someone. Okay, a 199. I don't know what that's for, but thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Terry. I don't know what you're doing around there. I don't know what you're doing, but anyway. Um. Oh, well, thank you for the donation. What did you get for Christmas, Aaliyah? Super chat girl? What's that? What's a super chat girl? Terry, what did you get? Last time I went live, they said I talked so much I wasn't reading comments. Now no one has nothing to say. So, I can easily just start talking and get lost in a conversation with myself. I know it's called Sauce Was Delicious. Yes, ma'am. But what is this? What do you do? What's super chat? Oh, super chat is what it's called. Oh, okay. Well, what did you get, Aaliyah? I won't ask too many questions about that. So what did you get? I already told you I didn't get anything. I am going on keto, so I'm gonna need some help. I didn't know if I wanted to do keto because T Games just gave me $1.99. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Sorry. Thank you for the donation, T Games. Oh, Shavala, yes, Vegas. I told you the places we went. Like I said, we went to some shows. We went to this one show. What was that? I don't even know what the show was called. It was a family show because we had the boys with us. But it was this, and I don't know how often these shows, like how long the shows start, but just make sure you get a chance to see the shows. The shows are really good. Also, make sure you go to the malls. The malls we usually have the casinos in there. Don't spend all your time in the casinos. It seems like they're a waste of time. Make sure you do a whole bunch of sightseeing. If anybody knows, I don't know if it's called the Venetian Mall, but there's a mall that has, the walls are painted like a sky. Anybody that's in this chat knows what that wall is, or knows what that mall is in Vegas where the walls are painted out like a sky, like the outside sky. It's beautiful in there. I just try to get out. The only thing, I got a Polaroid camera and some Bluetooth headphones. A Polaroid camera that actually, the old Polaroid, that's neat. I haven't seen those. I think what's going on is they're starting to bring old um, things back. What I saw, record players. I saw that. What else did I see? You know what I seen was the Red Ryder BB gun from A Christmas Story. They had that out. What else did I see that I was like, I couldn't believe they actually had? Um, there's some things that I seen. What is it called? A Walkman. I was like, what in the world? Where are you gonna find tapes? But they had a Walkman. I saw a Walkman with headphones. And it's funny because I'm like, do kids even know what these are? I know a lot of people are probably, you have those people that like vintage things. Uh, I got 3 Michael Kors shirts and they all fit tight. Well, that should be your New Year's resolution, T Games, to get into those Michael Kors shirts. You can always do corsetting. T Games is into corsetting, and that thing had her, that whole waist area looking small. Oh, you got a record player 2 years ago? Yes, they're still making them. I seen that in, was it Walmart? I seen a record player, and I was like, wow. Do you have a lot of records, Malia? I would like to do something like I want to get a Nintendo. I really want to get a Nintendo. I want to get the old Super Mario Brothers. I want to get the old Duck Hunt. I want to get what else? I even want to get Atari with one of the games. Even though they have those games that you can, oh, you have 4 albums. Even though they have those games that you can plug into the TV, I feel like they still kind of take away from it. Like one of the games that I played, I don't know if it's Space Invaders, Punch Out. What's Punch Out? Even though it's they allow you to play it with plugging in TV, I feel like it didn't do what the old one used to do. So that's why I don't like some of these ones that you can plug in. They're not giving you the full effect of it. I need my old games, like Street Fighter. Street Fighter 1, one of my favorite games. I love that game. Yeah. But when they try to make it to where they try to combine it all in one, Aaliyah, like the vintage things, they take away from it. My nephew had Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Yep, my son still has Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I got him that a couple of years ago, and of course they don't play it as much. Usually they bring it out when they have friends over. Kanisha, you're freezing. Is it cold? I must have missed something. Is it cold somewhere? It's not cold here. It's hot. It's burning up. I actually even wore something very light and airy to work today because I knew that we would be burning up. We're in an old building in the process of moving. So I knew that it was going to be sticky. It wasn't too bad, but I had my fan on. So what did y'all eat, Bubba's, at Mom and Papa Frog's house? Mm-hmm. Kanisha, I was wondering where she said, are you freezing? She said you have, because I was like, it's 61 degrees. Well, probably more than that. But I know when I looked at the temperature earlier, it was 61 degrees. And yeah, this is not sweater weather. Like I said, I got something light on. She said she's wearing Uggs and sweaters in this 70-degree weather. Yeah, this is like Florida, Christmas in Florida. That's what we're experiencing. Christmas in Florida. Feed the birds and I got pooped on. Uh-oh. On your shoulder? Or did you get pooped on in a place where you couldn't reach? I know me and my kids went to go feed the geese, And them vicious things saw us coming with bread and they ran up to us. And so then we felt like we was getting bombarded with them. So we got scared and we started running from them and they started chasing us and we had to throw the bread in the air. We literally had to throw the bread in the air and run for our lives because those geese were coming for us. It scared the kid. Jaden was screaming. I had to grab both my boys and try to run with them. Them geese were, they were scary. And that's how the squirrels are in DC. Like in Virginia, the squirrels run away from you. No, in DC, them squirrels will take from you. Chicken, okra, black-eyed peas, yams, cabbage. We likes to lunch. That's right. Oh yes. Oh yeah. See, Aaliyah, that's why I was scared. I was scared. It wasn't. Those geese were scary because they saw us pull the bread out, and you hear one of them go, come up to you. Then the next one, I said, oh, they're coming. Okay. I was like, oh, and they were all flocking. I said, this is scary. So I had to leave. Exactly. Very aggressive. Them ducks will take a finger. Very aggressive. Like I said, I had to throw my bag. I threw that thing in the air and ran for my life. The geese chased you across the street. That is too funny. Oh my God. And you don't know how to protect yourself from a geese because you don't know one come. If one's running after you, the rest gonna turn around and say, what's going on? And they all coming for you. They're like, oh, somebody messing with our uncle or our cousin. They coming for you. It scared the life out of me. Them geese are aggressive. Lord have mercy. You got me laughing. I can only imagine you running across the street. Bubba's, you ain't right for laughing at Shavala running across the street away from the geese now. That was funny. I had to, I almost choked with my water. Oh, that's funny. Shavala, so you're going to Vegas. That's your Christmas present. Terry, what did you get? No, you told me 4 Michael Kors shirts that didn't fit. Sean, what did you get? Any good gifts to yourself or what did Amari get? Shavala, I'm still laughing because I can imagine you screaming. A gift card. Okay, that was good. What did you get Amari? What did she get? I know she got quite a bit of stuff. She likes to play with toys and stuff. Did you wrap gifts for her? Like, did you have a tree for her? Did you wrap stuff or did you just have, gifts waiting for when she came over? A bunch of toys. Were they wrapped? Probably, exactly. He talking about a bunch of toys, but probably a ton of toys. My boys, had them. Well, I talked about mom always laugh, or I always think about how she did us, and I kind of do. Her mom took care of most of it. I just paid for her. Okay, well, that's a good team right there. That's a good team. Sometimes going out and buying the stuff is a lot more hectic than just paying for it. So I think you might have got the easier the easier deal out of that. But so my kids stayed home today. And when my mom would go to work, we all knew what our chores were. We knew what we had to do. And she didn't even have to, she no longer said, hey, you do this, you do that. That when we woke up, who doing this, who doing that? We had already knew that the house needed to be cleaned up. Don't matter who did what, somebody better did something. Everything better been taken care of. So I'm noticing my kids are not in, they do not have that type of structure. I have to make sure I tell them everything, but I'm trying to get them into a structure where they wake up. Of course, they know to clean their room, but they don't usually do it unless they don't do the other stuff unless I tell them. So, of course, I woke them up. It was about 11:30 because they was up late. And I said, "Are y'all up yet?" "Yeah, we're up." I said, "Have y'all cleaned up?" "Yeah, I cleaned my room up." I said, "Well, the kitchen needs to be cleaned up. I noticed when y'all was in that den, y'all left everything in this room that I'm in. Y'all left it, and it wasn't that bad. But I'm trying to get them to be more responsible. They, and I did also ask them to wash their sheets. So they had went over and beyond, and I was so surprised. I did walk KJ how to, just to make sure he put the right cycle, to use the right cycle when he was washing his sheets. But after that, Jaden took the sheets out of the wash and put them in the dryer. KJ had already made his bed. He said I had to put Jaden's sheets back in because they were still dry. They were still wet. They washed the dishes. They got candy from their stockings. They took the candy out and put it in a big jar that I have in the cabinet. They took and separated all the clothes that I usually have them do on the weekend. So slave driver in effect. You're right, because I'm working all day and I'm not coming home and cleaning up. No more messes. I told them I'm done. If I got to come home and cook, Now I don't ask them to wash. If they have cleaned up and everything looks good, when I wash dishes, I don't ask them to wash the dishes after dinner. Usually I'll go in there and I'll just clean the kitchen up and be done. But yeah, it's time for them to just, when they wake up, Mr. Gilmore in effect, it is time for them, when they get up, it needs to be a regimen. Clean that room, brush your teeth, wash your face, comb your hair, put some clothes on, look like you're going somewhere, and whatever area you was in, you better make sure that area is clean by the time I get home. So I'm off for the rest of the weekend. Well, I don't work on weekends, but I'm off tomorrow, and then I'm off for 2 days next week. We gonna get them in shape. Like I'm making them read for an hour. Video games is taking over their life. Jaden act like he loses all track of time when he playing video games. I told him right before I came home, I said, "Hey, I know I usually don't let y'all go outside, but you can go out on the trampoline for an hour. I'm on my way home anyway. And, just you telling me all the things that y'all did, home fix." Terry, you stupid. I told him, I said, since y'all did a good job, you telling me what you did, go ahead and go out there. I come home and I'm like, okay, y'all need to read. Because I went and did some other things. So it took me about 2 hours to get home. And Kevin had told me he was on his way home. So when I come home, Jaden's coming downstairs and he said, yeah, shaving mister. And Jaden comes downstairs like, "Oh, I'm about to go outside and get on trampoline." No. And so I kept saying time management. And he was getting so mad at me. I said, "I'm sorry, you need to be mad at yourself because I gave you 2 hours that you could have been outside, but you chose to play the game, so now it's time for you to read for an hour." Them games are taking over these kids' life. They don't even want to go outside. And now that I bought that trampoline, oh, he is going to be playing on that trampoline for an hour a day. Sorry. But Mr. Gilmore's here to stay. That's for all my people that is like comedy. I think that was Richard Pryor. So if you like Richard Pryor, some of his old comedy, you gotta go back and listen to him. He said some things about Mr. Gilmore. There's one lady at my job that knows she has pretty much the same sense of humor as me, and when I say things like that, she will bust out laughing and she will finish my sentence. And I'm like, "You know that?" She said, "Girl, yeah." And we will be, crying, laughing at this dry, crazy sense of humor that we have. Because it'll be things like In Living Color. Like if you grew up in that age during that time and you looked at In Living Color, I'll say something crazy like, let me tell you something, like Fire Marshal Bill, and nobody else will know what I'm talking about. And she'll finish my sentence or she'll bust out laughing because she knows she just be watching shows like me. I think I mock every show, and I have something that every time something comes out my mouth, it has to do with a rerun that I've watched. But yeah, the trampoline, that was one thing Kevin had said about exercise. He because he noticed that the kids have just been, wanting to stay inside, and now that we got the basketball goal and the trampoline, he's like, this should really get them out to jump. He said, I want them out there and exercising more. It'll help them with their different sports that they have to do. So and then we were taking them to Planet 3, the jump zone place, and that's just so darn expensive. So I was like, hey, you're gonna get a lot done, especially in the summertime. I want to get a fence. That's the only reason why I'm kind of not comfortable with him going outside when I'm at home, just because, I don't know, you got crazy people nowadays. You can't even be comfortable with your kids going outside. I used to be all over the place. I mean, way younger than them, all over the place. Where's everybody at? Well, Mr. Gilmore had to tell everybody what I'm going to be doing at this time and what they need to be doing. So Mr. Gilmore's in full effect. Everybody's in their room. Everybody's peaceful. If not, they would be all behind me. And I asked Jaden for some water, and you see he snuck himself in. Did Mike, I know my brother-in-law went home. Did he find his way back? Mishan, where you at? You're quiet. Shavala, where you at? Oh, New Year's. I may be having a party. I may have to go live during New Year's. I may have to do that and show you how we get down. I don't know. That might be a nightmare though. But I'm thinking about really seriously having a party. He's on his way. Okay. I love entertaining, but the kids drive you insane. And I'm talking about my own. It's like they like, hey, y'all having a party, we gonna have a party. But kids, their party is completely different from how we party. We sitting around socializing, talking, laughing. We can laugh and have a good time sitting down. We don't have to jump up like we at some brothel and hit each other's chest. These kids have to rip the curtains out of the wall. If something ain't broke or turned upside down, they ain't partying. They can't just be sitting down watching TV. They can't sit down and I would be happy if you took a truck and banged them together. No, they got to bang each other against each other and try to tear the walls down, the frames. One party I had, all the parents downstairs having a good time. I heard thump after thump. And when parents are at your house, they'll listen and like, oh, that's kids, they fine. That's not what a brothel is. That's what I feel like a brothel is. Exactly. They gonna one up you. They like, oh, they ain't partying. Let's show them how to party. What is a brothel? You have to tell me that. I go upstairs. These kids, the curtains are off the wall. The sheets are off the bed. Every toy that they have is out of the toy box. 5 kids jumping on the bed. The rest just throwing toys everywhere. I said, what? I must have screamed so loud because one of the parents came upstairs and was like, what are y'all doing? And I guess she was scared that I was going to hurt her child. But in that minute, I was. Because I'm pretty sure those kids aren't doing that at their own house. I was like, get down and spare that rod, spoil the child. Peter, that's right. I was like, what in the holy hell is going on in here? I said, get all these toys up. I made them clean up. I put the curtains back. And then when the room was halfway clean, I made the rest of the kids go downstairs. KJ and Jaden got the worst cussing out they ever got. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all know I don't let y'all do this. So then the room was cleaned up. So I made all the kids go downstairs. The bad lady's house. Exactly. I'm pretty sure they told all their parents about me. But it's funny, they always keep coming over, so I ain't too bad. This was like when we were in, where were we in? Oh, this was when we were in California. Cut the TV on for them. They was good for a short period of time. Then they started trying to jump over the couch. I was like, I'm putting on a movie for y'all. The only time I would always be able to really party and have a good time is when I had my garage turned into like a movie room, playroom. In South Carolina, I had a big open garage. In the summertime, springtime, and fall time was the best time. And all the kids could go in there. I had a projector that projected on the wall. They could all watch. I would put movies in for them. They had all their toys. In there, they could do whatever they want. They weren't going to do nothing but tear up concrete, and good luck. So that was the only time I was like, I wish I had a room where I wouldn't mind the kids tearing up. But I literally think sometimes, I'm like, this is where parents be like, oh, I had some kids over and they didn't put a hole in the wall. I can't go through that. Like, I will go to other people's houses and the kids will be doing that. And I'm like cringing the whole time, and I'm calling KJ and James. What are y'all doing? Looking at these kids act crazy, and I'm like, I know y'all joining in because y'all laughing, or KJ's letting the kids jump all over him. He's egging them on. So that's the only thing that's stopping me from really wanting to have a New Year's party. And the kids, I'm not saying mine are any different, because mine are egged on as soon as the kids come in, and they turn into a whole new group of kids. And I'm like, what are y'all doing? Well, I didn't do. No, you did it. So, I don't know. And our game room / entertainment room is upstairs. So, you know it's going to be a whole bunch of stomping. That's why I'm like, I don't know. As much as I do want to celebrate with everybody, that's the only thing that's turning me off right now is the kids. I'm kind of leaning, like when the boys usually go, when they used to go to grandpa's house, to my mom and dad's house for the summertime, I would always try to have something then, and hopefully, the other kids, and usually I don't know what it is, but they're a lot calmer, it seems like, when my boys aren't here, because it's only a couple. It seems like everybody else send their kids to their parents' house, and we could really chill out and have a good time. But these boys, Lord, they'll tear some stuff up. I even try to go and say, everybody I tell the parents, I was like, can you bring your kids tablets? Or can you bring their remote controls? Because I'm going to let them play. We got PlayStation. If you have PlayStation, everybody bring their remote controls, and we're going to let them play, video games. And I'll even put another TV in there, no, never works. They got to tear something up. They got to put a foot in a wall or something. Rip something off the wall, peel the paint off the wall. They got to accomplish something. They got to take a souvenir home. And I would call my sister and tell her about, dang, I don't feel like dealing with the kids because I'm going to be the main one screaming. She said, just put everything up. Put them in a bare room. They will find something to do. Love them to death. And I want them to have all the fun. That's why I try to have parties for them. And like, I want to have a big party for KJ when he gets maybe next year. Just have a party, rent a place, area out. But kids are wild. They're wild. Sorry, I had to look back there. I hear somebody sneaking about. Terry, what about so anybody got any ideas of what are y'all doing for New Year's if you're staying home? I know, Charlotte, you're going to Vegas, but that's going to be sometime in January. Do y'all have any plans? I know, Terry, you said you was gonna chill. Sean, you got any plans? It's just gonna be you and Amari. Ooh, excuse me. Chilling like a villain. You got your wine ready? I bought the boys some sparkling. I think it's strawberry. But I'm gonna go get them some more sparkling cider. Last year they drank 2 bottles. Oh wow, you ready? How long you gonna be out there? Is this your first time on a plane, Shavala? Like in your older years? Mm. I want to go to Vegas. I want to chill. Uh-oh. Bring me some souvenirs. Shavala, make sure you get plenty of gum. Plug your ears. I'm not old, hunty. I didn't say you was old. Who said you was old? Oh, I said older. You ain't a spring chicken either. I'm just talking about in your. I know you flew on a plane when we went to Florida, but I think that's the last time. That was when in your older years have you flew on a plane, and you better be ready. But it won't be bad. I'm just saying, if you ain't used to your ears popping, make sure you have plenty of gum. Have your earplugs. And the only thing that I hate about planes is boring. When it's a couple hours, you make sure you have some entertainment, like some music, like an iPod or whatever you play your music on, because it gets boring. I know, Bubba's, don't be scared. I'm talking about boring, and I'm just talking about your ears pop. That's it. And that's, shoot, it'll pop on a roller coaster. Get drunk. I don't know how anybody can get tipsy or drunk on a plane. I would be sick. You can be relaxed. Dramamine. I'm going to give you 3 things you need. Dramamine. That's going to relax you. Earplugs and gum. No, 4 things. Earplugs and music. That way you can put your head back and be ready. I'm telling you now because, yeah. Well, all I can say is stay up late and play games and eat until my belly bursts. Oh, that's what you're playing. So you can come into the new year sick as a dog. Sick, and you're going to be hungover over food. Yeah, I don't know if I think I might just go ahead and have a party. I hadn't had one in the house, really. Well, a New Year's party, and Kevin wasn't here. He wasn't here, so let's see how he's feeling. He's just been down with his back. His back has been hurting him so bad, so I don't know. All he'll be doing probably is sitting down looking at us. My dog over there snoring. That's the one making the noise. We survived too. Hey, Inks. Hey, Ink. Q. I'm sorry, I'm about to tear your name up. Q. Yeah, Christmas is over. I'm happy. And now I need to start taking down these decorations and storing them until next year and see what next year, I see everybody's little cute PJs. They took pictures the night before. We look so terrible. Talking about what we got for Christmas, what we wanted, our bad children, Mr. Gilmore. We just talking about a whole bunch of stuff. Jaden? Oh, I guess that's my dog. She's over there in the corner snoring. We did get Foxy some bones. She's kind of old, missing some teeth, so we got her some chewy bones. And what else? And we got her a new bed. We got her checkerboard bed, black and red. It's really cute. She had 2 beds, but one of the beds was really old, so we got her a new one. Got her a nice one. It was kind of getting out of shape from washing it too much, so got her a new one. You didn't, we just was talking about coming into the new year, what our plans is. Weight loss seems to be the number one thing. Everybody talk about weight loss. It's funny how you say what you're gonna do. By the time you get to the next Christmas, you didn't gain 10 pounds. So I think we should stop talking about weight loss, because we get to Christmas and we say, I'm losing, I ain't doing nothing. In the midst of us saying that, we scarfing down potato chips. Next year I'm gonna do good. January 1st come, we so tired and we start working out at the gym. We got that good workout. Somebody at work, hey, I brought some cookies in, and you forget all about that. And all year long, you eating cookies and new recipes, and you 10 pounds overweight. And then it's just a vicious cycle. I'm going to lose a good 40 to 50 pounds for sure this year. Okay, you got the ghost. Okay. Well, that sounds like a challenge. I think we're going to end this live with a challenge. I am challenging. I'm about to name some people I'm challenging. T Games. E-Love. Shay Baby. Monty. But you're going to gain it all back before the year ends. 4. Is that everybody? Terry, Sean, Monty, Shavala, and myself. We are going to do a weight loss challenge. Everybody that I call could stand to lose more than 10 pounds. I'm not going to say how much because I know what my personal goal is, but if you could stand to lose more than 10 pounds, get into this challenge. I say we give ourselves, and it's not going to be, because if we do 3 months, we're going to be out the game before the first month, January to February. And then when February comes, we'll do a whole nother, we'll regroup, and we're going to start the challenge. Not necessarily start it over, but keep it going. I challenge everybody to a weight loss. See who can lose. Since we all can stand to lose 10 pounds, see who can lose 10 pounds the fastest or first. It don't have to be the fastest, because it can be 10 pounds. The first person to lose 10 pounds, and then I don't know what incentive it would be, but we're going to start with 10 pounds. Since we all can stand to lose 10 pounds, we'll start with 10 pounds. Who's on it? Who's in? Sean saying laugh out loud, because he talking about he going to gain the weight before the year's in. So I guess he going to eat for the next 5 days, and then, or lose weight for the next 5 days, and then that last day just binge eat and then gain it all back. I need to know. 10 pounds ain't nothing. How many pounds? Give me the pounds. We fat, okay? 20 pounds? 20 pounds in a month? 15 pounds? You're right, 10 pounds ain't nothing when you got a little, when you thickums. When you're a thickum, you can lose 10 pounds quick. So, but I really want to do this healthy. Chubby, chubsters, okay. So, let me know what's going on. I'm in. I already told you. My check-in is all about getting healthy. I need to get myself together. I've been working out. I'm trying to wean my way. I don't know if I want to do keto. Keto did me dirty. It did me dirty. I ain't gonna. Keto is, if you need results like this, keto, Atkins, low carb. If you are those people that have to see 5 pounds in 2 days, that's for you. But you must be prepared to do this for keto for a long period of time, and you must be willing to be okay with gaining 10 of those pounds back if you ease your way off. But if you just do keto for 2 months, 3 months, you lose a good 50 pounds. And then that third month, you like, I'm going to eat my hamburger and I'm going to keep eating. I'm going to keep doing. them 50 pounds are going to come back with a vengeance. It's going to be 70 pounds. You going to gain all that weight you lost, and you going to gain a couple pounds more, and you going to be finding yourself looking in the mirror like, who in the hell? You're going to walk by a mirror and you're going to scream because you're going to say, who is in my house? And it's going to be you. Or somebody going to take a picture of you and say, look at us. Do you remember this? And you're going to scream, or you're going to be in shock. So, I don't know about keto because keto did me dirty. So I'm a think about that, or if I'm gonna do it a certain way, I don't know. You got to be careful with keto. Keto, it's like it's a good friend to you at first, but in the end, it's your worst enemy. It's keto for life. It's keto for life. Blood in, blood out, what they say. Keto for life. You ain't getting off of keto. So let me know who's in. Let me know. Well, it's coming up to an hour that I've been live, and I just want to thank everybody that stuck in there, talked to me, engaged with me tonight. I just wanted to come in live and just talk to everyone about their Christmas. I wanted to go live yesterday, but the way I was feeling, I was really, when I say I was very relaxed, I was like, you know what, everybody else is probably relaxed too. I didn't want to disturb anybody. I didn't want to take anybody away from their family members or just what they're doing. So I do appreciate everyone coming and spending some time with me on tonight. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for all that everyone that has subscribed to For Sure Family. If you haven't and you just happen to stumble across this live video, please check our channel out. Please subscribe. Help us to get to our next goal of 5,000. We just recently got to 1,000 about approximately a month ago, 3 weeks ago. And we are just so ecstatic that we beat our first milestone, moving on towards our next one, our next goal. So we just want to thank you guys for supporting us. We thank you for just continuing to stick with us. Thank you so much. Everybody have a good night. See ya. Bye.